Welcome to Blissful Garden, where the simplest things are nurtured with all the love and passion for orchids. Today, I will reveal to you an extremely interesting method of growing hydroponic orchids. It sounds modern, but in fact, it is so simple that anyone can do it at home. The great thing about this method is that the roots are always moist without being waterlogged. The leaves are healthy and shiny green, and especially the flowers bloom evenly, on time, with more durable and brilliant colors than ever. Let's get started. Today, I will share with you how to replant and care for orchids in the garden that are wilting, with wrinkled and weak leaves like this. Usually, after buying orchids from the garden, many people do not pay attention to maintaining a proper care regimen, leading to the leaves becoming wrinkled, gradually shrinking, and the base of the leaves starting to turn yellow. In particular, when you see yellow leaves at the base like this, it is an early sign of soft rot where mold and bacteria reside. If not treated promptly, the disease will spread quickly to the entire orchid, causing the plant to lose leaves, gradually weaken, and possibly die. When checking, we see that the leaves are soft, wrinkled, dry, and lifeless. This is a sign that the plant is dehydrated and lacking nutrients. The cause is often due to the growing medium being stuffy, poorly retaining moisture, or having degraded, causing the roots to not absorb fertilizer and water, from which the leaves gradually shrink and lose water. Plants like this are often grown in greenhouse growing medium, so when brought to the outside environment, the humidity and ventilation change, causing the plant to be shocked and susceptible to fungus. Therefore, we need to remove all the old growing medium moss, mulch, or moldy humus to prevent mold and insects from continuing to live in it. When removing the growing medium, we carefully check the base of the plant. If the base leaves show signs of rotting or are soft and wet, we need to treat them immediately to prevent the spread to the trunk. If you are new to the channel, please hit the like and subscribe buttons to support me and so you don't miss any orchid care tips. It's great to have you along on this journey. Fortunately, in this case, some roots are still healthy and not severely damaged, so we can completely save the plant. Thus, after removing all the old growing medium, we have cleaned the habitat of mold and bacteria, preparing for the step of treating and restoring the orchid. Next, we will give detailed instructions on how to treat the roots, disinfect and nourish the orchid so that the plant can quickly recover and grow new, healthy roots. In the next part, we'll bring the orchid in and clean the entire plant with clean water. We gently spray water on the leaves and roots of the plant, helping to wash away all the dirt, mold, and residue that has accumulated on the leaf surface for a long time. In particular, at the roots, we should spray a little thoroughly to completely remove any mold or small insects that are still stuck in the root, crevices, and old substrate. Thanks to thorough cleaning with clean water, the orchid will be clean and airy, reducing the risk of infection, while increasing the ability to absorb nutrients and oxygen through the surface of the roots and leaves. Thus, we have completed the cleaning step for the orchid. For the next part, we will prepare a clean basin. Then, we will pour in about 2 liters of clean water. Which country are you watching this video from? Leave a comment to let me know. It's great that we can connect and chat with each other from all over the world. In the next part, we will use a very effective natural nutrient, which is lemongrass essential oil. Lemongrass essential oil has antibacterial, antifungal, and insect-repelling effects, especially useful in protecting orchids from pests. We will take about half a teaspoon of lemongrass essential oil, equivalent to half a teaspoon, and put it in a basin of water. Then, we stir well to dissolve the lemongrass essential oil in the water, helping the solution to blend completely. After stirring the lemongrass essential oil solution, we will start using it to treat the orchid. In the next step, we will take the entire orchid outside, then gently put it in a pot of lemongrass essential oil spray. We will soak the entire base and roots of the orchid in this solution for about 30 minutes. For the next part, that is a coconut shell, a medium-sized coconut with many natural nutrients. In this coconut shell, the coconut water is what we will use as the main nutrient for the orchid. Here, we have already chopped the coconut shell open. Now we will pour the coconut water inside into a clean cup or mug like this. There, we pour out all the coconut water to get the purest coconut water. So we have finished collecting the coconut shell water. We throw away the remaining coconut shell, only keep the water to use for the next step of mixing nutrients. There, we have a cup of pure fresh coconut water. Coconut water contains many natural minerals and vitamins such as vitamin B, potassium, calcium, and phosphorus. These nutrients help orchids quickly revive, restore vitality, develop roots and leaves very strongly without being shocked after changing the substrate or pruning. Next, we will take about 100 milliliters of fresh coconut water, equivalent to nearly half a small cup like this. Then we will pour that coconut water out to prepare for the next step of mixing nutrients, helping the orchid absorb best. For the next part, we will mix it with 1 liter of clean water. Then, stir well so that the coconut water dissolves completely into the water, creating a natural nutrient solution that is very good for orchids. After 30 minutes of soaking our orchid in lemongrass essential oil, we will gently remove the plant. First, we prepare a clean vase here, like this. The coconut water we mixed earlier has been completely dissolved, ready to use. Now, we put the entire orchid, both the root and leaves, into the vase, so that the orchid leaves are evenly submerged in the coconut water. Then, we pour the mixed coconut water into the vase, making sure to cover all the leaves and roots of the plant. Coconut water contains natural sugars, vitamins, and minerals. These nutrients will gradually seep through the leaves, helping the plant absorb moisture and nutrients directly, preventing shrinkage and recovering vitality faster. We will soak the orchid in this solution for about 25 minutes so that the nutrients penetrate deeply into the leaf and root tissues, preparing for a stronger recovery and growth phase. Next, after about 25 minutes of soaking, we will lift the orchid out of the vase. There, we gently remove the plant to let the roots and leaves drain the nutrients. Then, we take a soft, clean cotton towel like this and gently wipe all the leaves of the orchid. The purpose is to dry the remaining nutrients on the leaves, avoid leaving it for too long, which will easily make the leaves damp, prone to mold or rot. There, we thoroughly wipe both sides of the leaves clean and dry. Then set the plant aside, preparing for the next step in the care process. For the next part, we will prepare a clean glass jar. Next, we pour the mixed nutrient water into this glass jar. There, we pour slowly until the jar is full, so we have a jar of pure coconut water, rich in minerals and vitamins, ready for the next step of soaking or watering the orchids. For the next part, we put the entire orchid in and soak the roots completely in a cup of fresh coconut water. The purpose of this step is to help the roots absorb natural nutrients directly, especially sugar and minerals in coconut water, thereby stimulating the process of pumping sap to the stem and leaf axils, helping the leaves to be shiny, retain moisture well, and restore vitality to the plant. We will soak the plant for about 20 minutes. For the next part, after about 20 minutes of soaking, we gently lift the orchid out of the coconut water jar. At this point, the nutrients in the coconut water have penetrated deep into the root system, helping the orchid roots become healthier and more flexible. If we observe carefully, we will see the root color gradually change to fresh green. The root tips are plump, turning bright white. That is a sign that the roots are starting to work again and looking for nutrients. The orchid leaves have also become greener, smoother, proving that the plant has absorbed enough moisture and necessary nutrients. In this next part, we will put our orchid in and grow it using the semi-hydroponic method, which is very easy to do and extremely effective. Then, gently place the orchid in the vase so that the roots are neatly inside, standing naturally upright. This method is very suitable for those who are busy or have to go on business trips, because you don't need to water it often. Next, we just need to pour clean water just enough to cover the lower roots. Don't pour it too much, so that the steam can rise to help create moisture for the roots and leaves of the orchid. On normal days, we just need to lightly mist the leaves, and as for the water in the vase, if it is low, add more. If it is cloudy, replace it with new water. In addition, we should also check the roots regularly. If we see any rotten roots, we should cut them off immediately to avoid spreading. Otherwise, we just take care of them and spray them lightly as usual. After planting, we put the plant in a shady, airy place with light so that the plant can recover and grow steadily. Here, I planted this plant for more than 2 weeks. The roots have sprouted, very healthy white green. The leaves are thick green, shiny and free of pests. Planted this way, the roots are always clean, the water is clear, there is little mold and insects, because I regularly check and clean it. Every plant grows very well. New roots grow lush and green. Old roots are strong and healthy. The leaves are sturdy, and some roots even grow upwards to absorb moisture. This semi-hydroponic method helps orchids to be healthy, disease-free, easy to care for, and is especially suitable for busy people. Just pay a little attention, and the plants will be green all year round, bloom evenly, and have long-lasting beautiful colors. When we love plants and take care of them with all our heart, the plants will respond with lush green orchid pots, lush roots, and flowers blooming all year round. It's really worth trying, guys. I hope this video will help you take better care of your orchids at home. If you find it useful, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on upcoming simple and natural orchid care tips.